One of the more interesting ways to look at the world is to see how others see us. This is often done through the medium of the alien on Earth. Many times this concept has been a success, as with My Favorite Martian or Mork and Mindy. Then in 1989, Disney tried. Operative word being tried. Ladies and gentlemen and aliens, Hard Time on Planet Earth. Our story begins in the desert outside Los Angeles with a mysterious visitor from space.
This is an outrage, an insult to the Grand Council. The accused is a menace and should be called and destroyed.
You have forgotten that we made him what he is. A magnificent warrior who served us well in the great Antarian conflict. We owe him and his kind much better than this.
Enough. The sentence must be carried out. Bring forth the prisoner. You stand convicted of violent offenses perpetrated against your fellow citizens. Your absolute disregard for the law will not be tolerated. You are exiled to this primitive world. Your sentence? To dwell among the dominant life form called humans, doing penance by performing worthwhile tasks for them. Your life essence, to be manifested in human form, can only be maintained by the crystal that you now wear. It must remain in your possession at all times. A correctional unit identified as Control has been assigned to you. Other than your initial orientation phase, its sole purpose is to provide a record of your behavior and is forbidden to provide assistance of any kind. If his records indicate that your rebellious attitudes have changed, the Council may judge you worthy of returning home.
So rather than attempting to rehabilitate this criminal, they're just going to dump him some backwater planet and hope he does all right. Aliens are jerks.
Of all the despicable wastelands, and my first assignment, and you, what luck.
You little mutated ball of electrons.
Temper. Your life essence is too powerful for this human form. Oh, aptly demonstrated. An electrochemical multiphasic neuron response these creatures call pain. A hero you may have been, but things have certainly changed. Clashes with the authorities. Brawling in the pleasure centers. An entire settlement destroyed.
What do they expect? I know nothing else. My only crime was to be victorious in their galactic wars.
Breaking into a local gas station, he decides to settle down for the moment. Puts on a convenient jumpsuit from the owner of the garage and settles down to watch the most interesting things found on the device called television.
It's an information processing unit. Seems to be what this culture is all about. It's a record of their entire society. Watch and learn. Such interesting behavioral patterns, don't you think?
You like them so much, why don't we just trade places?
Fortunately, that's not the arrangement, which for you at the moment is to assimilate as much human data as you can. I'm off to find the place they call Los Angeles, where we will establish you as quietly as possible. While I'm gone, please try to stay out of trouble.
However noble his intentions may be, this trouble comes to him almost immediately when someone notices that the supposedly closed gas station has a light on and calls the police.
This is the police. You there in the station? Come out of the door with your hands up.
Drop the gun, copper. The kid gets it.
What the hell's he saying? I think he's got a hostage.
For a miracle, wash day whiteness. Try the magic of liquid blue.
I think he's a psycho. Come on, let's go. Watch yourself.
Go away.
He's firing!
Stealing the garage owner's truck, he goes on the run. So he's managed to get an altercation with local police, has no way of knowing where Control is, and he's misplaced the crystal. Not a very auspicious beginning for his time on Earth.
Look at this.
What is it, Nelson?
I can't remember.
I should have known better than to leave him alone. I've uncaged that monster. I've got to find him. But there's no crystal. Failure, annihilation, doom, negative outcome, not good.
While Control looks for him, he is lost, and ultimately comes across a woman named Karen, who's got herself into a bit of a predicament.
Help me!
What you did was just incredible. I still can't believe it. You saved my life, Jesse. That is your name?
Jesse.
Hi, I'm Karen.
Thinking he might be a bit simple, she gives him her phone number and directions to get into Los Angeles. Once he's on the road, however, he discovers that the local police have called in the aid of the LA police, so he's making all sorts of new friends.
Suspect just went through a chicken ranch near Lancaster at high speed. 21 in pursuit.
After an elaborate chase through the flood channels of Los Angeles, he finally ends up on a bridge.
I have survived the battlefields of Andarius. I will not die here.
Nobody said anything about dying, pal. Nobody's gonna hurt you, pal. It's all over now. We just want to help you.
Control! I know you're up there. You hear me? Damn your masters to the Nexus banks.
Listen, man. We'll take care of you. Get you to a doctor.
There's no time. The crystal.
I don't know what your problem is, pal. But I know this. You need help. Now!
So he may have managed to escape the authorities, but he's dangling over a chasm. He's growing weaker by the minute without the crystal, and things couldn't possibly get any worse. Then things get worse. Control shows up to kibitz at him.
Have you any idea of the trouble you've put me through? What a mess you've made of this entire situation?
Damn you. The crystal.
Directive number 1. A correctional unit shall never, under any circumstances, intercede with the activities of a correctional subject. Penalty? Immediate discorporation. I am forbidden to intercede.
You fool. If I die, you will be terminated. Put the crystal on the beam by my hand.
Perhaps I should look the other way, just in case.
Sneaking aboard a truck, they manage to get into the depths of the city, and while Control goes off to find out more about the city, Jesse manages to obtain some slightly less conspicuous clothing. Well, good. Nobody's going to look at you twice dressed like that. He manages to figure out the phone and calls Karen for help. But while he's waiting for her to come pick him up, he looks in the window of a nearby jewelry store, which is in the process of being robbed.
You have a sentence to serve, and you better start helping these creatures or you're finished.
Please help me now!
Time's up.
would be a big mistake.
Let's get out of here.
Crazy, get the hell out of here! Move, move, move!
He'll tear us apart! Drive, damn it!
Who?
Him! You idiot! Turn around! It's a dead end!
Hey, you can't do that!
You just did.
My God, what is he doing?
Run him down! Run him down!
Big mistake.
Well, he may have stopped the robbery, but the police are still looking for him. So when Karen shows up and recognizes him, things get even worse.
Hey, wait! That's him! No!
Run, Jesse, run!
So what the hell was that all about?
Don't ask me! I was following you!
So he's managed to get the authorities pissed off at him. Control has wiped the memory of the person who might possibly be able to help him, and he's stuck on this planet until he can do things right. Despite the fact that his attempts to do things right often cause more property damage than the thieves did. Yes, this is going to be a cakewalk.
I don't know what came over me, but by helping you, I've become a prisoner too. Even if you don't want my help, we're stuck with each other. Saving you is my only hope. Perhaps if I succeed, you succeed, and I can throw myself at the mercy of the High Council.
I can't do it. I can't change who I am.
So then you can never go back. But what about your vow to return home? Your family? What about them? Think about it. You know, my friend, if you want to return, you'll have to prove to the Council that you have truly changed. Well,
How can I do that?
by putting aside that headstrong independence of yours. Is that so bad? Despite their seeming insanity, these creatures may have much to teach you. In a way, you have already helped some of them.
I don't know what came over me.
It's simple. You're becoming like them, beginning to feel human emotions. And that I can put in my report, which, by the way, is overdue. I must go. Cheer up. While you've been terrorizing this place, I've been analyzing it, and I believe I know how it works. I have so many interesting things to show you about this planet. But get some rest. Tomorrow, we'll start again.
So that was the pilot for A Hard Time on Planet Earth. How was it? In the words of Control, negative outcome, not good. This show was done during the confused period of Disney, between Walt's passing and Michael Eisner taking over and the beginning of the animated renaissance in the early 90s. It's also the same year that they did Earthstar Voyager, showing they were desperately doing anything possible, throwing against the wall and see what stuck. There's almost no action, and what there is dull and repetitive. Control is supposed to be the comic relief, and is definitely unfunny, and the Council isn't much better, dumping him on this planet with Control, and not giving Control any necessary information, like, say, the local language or customs or even basic geography, to enable his charge to actually stay alive. Though it's entirely possible they have figured they've managed to kill themselves through sheer stupidity, their problem will be solved. This was a mid-season replacement, so I suppose they should forgive it at least that much. But the fact that it only lasted 13 episodes is, in my opinion, far too much. I've watched the other episodes of the series, and it was painful as eating barbed wire. Every episode is the same. So I'm going to give this 1/2 Maple Leaf out of 5. If you're really, really bored, you might want to give it a watch, but otherwise, it's really not worth the effort. I'm some Canadian critic, and I'll see you at the video store.
Failure, annihilation, doom, negative outcome, not good.